Morning folks, Kevin here. Well, it's August 7th, 2025. This is going to be day 2 of the septic system. So this morning, it's pretty nice. It was in the 60s last night, and I think we're going to have another night in the 60s as well. Smoke is still not good. You know, it affects both the and I, but you know, we take what we can get. So I did some weeding this morning. I used some of the vinegar weeding. I've been using 50% vinegar for killing the weeds, killing the foliage that's on the surface, and that's worked pretty darn well in the area where the thornless blackberries are. But I just did it a little while ago, and they're still due on the plants, and I forgot to add Dawn dishwashing detergent to it. So we'll see how well this works. But today I mixed 50% I did half and half regular vinegar and the 50% concentrated vinegar, and because that's a little less expensive. So we'll see how that works. I'll keep you posted over time how the vinegar works. But I did it in the morning. After I got it all set, I saw there was dew on everything, so that probably won't work as well. You really want to have it all the foliage dry when you apply it, and you do want to add some dishwashing detergent, just some soap, so it'll help to cling, so the vinegar just doesn't roll off the surface, especially with the dew. So I may have just wasted time with that. But so today's day 2 of the septic system. So yesterday I used Elon. Man, I dug up a lot of roots from our big beautiful maple here. I hope she's going to be okay. Lots of roots over here, you know, rocks as well, and you know, glad I did some pruning over here yesterday beforehand. But lots of big roots inside of here, similar to this one here. So one of the things I will end up probably doing today, I'm not positive, but I'll probably get the rock bucket and just grab some of this stuff, see if I can get some of the bigger stuff out of here and transport it elsewhere. As you can see, there's still plenty of roots all up in here, roots in the ground here. So one of the things, fortunately, John's a good friend of mine. He has the excavation place company. You know, I remember when he was a youngster and his parents were the ones. So his dad put in these septic systems just over 40 years ago. And this maple tree was half the size that it was at that time, maybe a third the size, and it's grown pretty well, probably because of our septic systems here as well. So let's recap where we are. So that is the Blackwater, or the toilet one. That's a 1,000-gallon system. There's a cast iron elbow that goes down in there, and that's gotten corroded over the years. So a little particulate matter will plug it up. So I'm not going to open that up until John pumps it. So John will come tomorrow. So there'll be a day 3 here. We got to be patient. All of this is from our showers. So that's the gray water over there, that smaller tank. And when digging this up, I broke open the elbow coming out of there. So we'll see tomorrow when John comes what I've got to do with that. You know, I want to do what's necessary so that we don't have to worry for decades to come about anything happening. We're going to go with a Schedule 40 PVC here instead of the lighter duty stuff here. And this is a distribution box, so you can see the roots of the trees are all around in here. So I'm going to do some more cleaning up. I'm going to move some of this dirt out here. I called John, so they don't make these concrete boxes anymore like this, and distribution boxes. So this has 2 outlets that go out this way, 2 outlets that go out this way, and 1 that goes south. Now they all take a right angle and go to the different areas on the property here. But I want to try not to damage those pipes. So they're down about 14 inches from the ground level that we're at here. So I want to dig some of this out, and I really wish I had a narrower bucket, quite honestly. is a 48-inch, and it'll just barely squeeze in here. But I also want to dig out some on this side of it as well. So that's all going to get covered up down in there. I'll probably put something down in there to help cover it up some so I don't completely lose track of where things are. You can't, although there's good visibility in this piece of equipment, you know, excavators are, a lot of the time, quite honestly, you're operating based on a feeling. You're getting a feeling. There's a sense. So it's a question: do I have a root? Do I have concrete, or do I have a piece of piping or conduit? That sort of a thing. And you just always want to be real careful when you're using a powerful piece of equipment, because just a little tweak with your hand, boom, you rip out something that needs to be replaced. So a lot of this is done by feeling. But I think what I'll do is I'll probably get either a board or something to put down in this hole to cover it up somewhat, so that as I'm doing this, I can come up against the board and not do too much more damage. I think that's what I'm going to do. So now I got to go find a board that I can put down in there. So we'll see how things go today. Fingers crossed, no big mess ups. I hate mess ups, but we'll deal with it if it happens. Here we go.
Years ago we dug that hole in the ground. Septic tank went in, best system around. But lately it's gurgling, it's backing up slow. My toilet's complaining, it's stealing the show. Oh, the septic tank blues, they're clogging my soul. When the pipes start to grumble, I'm losing control. Gotta prune those old maples, their roots are to blame. Get this system a-flowing or I'll go insane. Them maple trees grew with branches so fine, but their roots snuck on down across that septic line. Now the tank's throwing tantrums, it's a stinky disgrace. I'm dodging the backup in my own living space. Oh, the septic tank blues, they're clogging my soul. When the pipes start to grumble, I'm losing control. Gotta prune those old maples, their roots are to blame. Get this system a-flowing or I'll go insane. There's nothing more sacred than a flush that's on cue. A throne that works right, man, it's better than new. But when nature's calling and the tank says no way, I'm out with my shovel, cursing roots all the day. So I'm grabbing my saw, gonna hack at them trees. Tell the maples back off, let my septic breathe, please. 40 years of good service, it's time for a fix. Gotta keep that flush flowing or I'm in a real mix. Oh, the septic tank blues, they're clogging my soul. When the pipes start to grumble, I'm losing control. Gotta prune those old maples, their roots are to blame. Get this system a-flowing or I'll go insane. Septic, may it run clear and free. No more gurgles or backups to trouble old me. With my toilet a-flushing, I'll sing this refrain. The septic tank blues, man, they're down the drain.
There's a fire in the distance, flickering low, a whisper in the darkness where the brave hearts go. And I've walked through the silence, burdened and torn, but I still hear a voice crying out to be more. Though the road may be long and the night may be cold, there's a truth in my chest I refuse to let go. If I still believe in the power of one, in the strength to rise when the hurting's not done, if I can dream of a world can heal, where love leads the way and the hope becomes real, then I'll give it my all. I won't turn away, 'cause I wasn't made just to fade into gray. If I still believe, then I still must try. Let me live for that dream, or let me die. There are voices behind me saying settle for less, but I was born for the climb, not the comfort of rest. Let the doubters fall silent, let the shadows grow still. I've got mountains to move and a fire to fill. I may stumble and fall, I may break on the climb, but I'll rise with my scars, 'cause the dream's still mine. If I still believe in a purpose that's true, in the strength to build what's been broken into, if I can see through the dark with a soul that won't yield, then I'll carry that light like a sword and a shield. Yes, I'll give it my all. I won't live halfway, 'cause I wasn't made just to trade day by day. If I still believe, then I still must try. Let me live for that dream, or let me die. Even if no one else stands beside me, even if silence is all I can hear, I will speak with my hands, with my heart, with my soul, and I'll make that dream loud and clear. If I still believe, if there's breath in my chest, I will run toward the fire, I will give it my best. If I can dream of a world where we rise from the fall, then I'll stand for that dream till I've given it all. So I give it my all, come joy or come pain. I was born for the fight, not to live life in vain. If I still believe, then I still must try. Let me live for that dream, or let me die.
Well, it's just about lunchtime, and got a lot more root and rocks and material out of there. There's still, I buried so much of the roots in here. I'm thinking I may not use any of this for backfill. I may use the sand that I dug up from the new pond systems down and back. Just so much root and rocks in here. I took some more pictures to show John where we're at. That's the scum that was at the base of the distribution box there. And you'd see the caps have little holes in them to keep the water entry down low. They all look really good. All that looks good. I think the main problem was right there, that got plugged up, but I was thinking it was roots into the whole system. And yes, the roots are all encapsulated around the outside of it and all. So I think we're good enough here. I'll scoop this out. But I think we're good enough here until John comes tomorrow and we'll suck the stuff out. We'll see what sort of a distribution box he's got. We'll probably have to cut these pipes here, dig that out. But I just soon not let this all get muddy. We'll see how everything works out here. A little bit of, who knows what's going to happen. I don't know, bit by bit. So I got the pipes dug out, so these go on out to the various parts of the leach field. And so we'll just take it step by step and see. Everything looks pretty good. Surprisingly, no roots are making their way back up in these leach field pipes. So yeah, we'll get things pumped out. Then we'll dig this out, probably cut off the pipes and dig out the old distribution box, place a new one, see what we got to do as far as rerouting the piping coming out of the new distribution box, and then knock out these ports here, do whatever we got to do. I'm not really certain. I know we got to take out that cast iron there. So we'll see what John says with that. But we'll get it all pumped out first and see how things go. John's the expert at this stuff. I'm just a laborer here. Okay. So that's where we are so far. I think I'm going to take the Hulk, take the tree puller off. Man, I just got so much root every place around here in the dirt that I dug out. And it's just every place. And I don't want to be putting all these chunks of root down in there in case I have to dig it out again. And I don't know if I should just take all this out and backfill it with sand. We'll see. Yeah. Bit by bit here we'll make a decision. Now, I could use a rock bucket and sift through some of this stuff, but that would mean rock bucket scoop, and that would be on and off each piece of equipment to do this and all. So, and believe me, there's tons of these roots all inside of this. I started putting them at this end of it, but the dirt kept piling it up. So we shall see.
Life's a winding road, we're all travelers here, chasing dreams through laughter, through triumph and tears. Some days the sun shines, some days it pours, but every step we take opens brand new doors.
We get lost in the rush, eyes fixed on the end, forgetting the beauty where hearts learn to mend. It's not just the goal, but the paths that we roam. The journey's what shapes us, it's what brings us home. Oh, life's a journey, let's climb those hills. Through storms and struggles we find our thrills. Nothing sweeter than watching hearts rise, seeing people succeed with stars in their eyes. So take it slow, let the moment unfold. The joys in the journey, not just the gold. Sometimes we're confused, caught up in the race, thinking life's a sprint to some far-off place. But the magic's in the climb, in the lessons we learn, in the fires we face, and the tides that we turn. The destination's tempting, it pulls at our soul, but the stories we live make us stronger, make us whole. Every scar's a reminder, every storm's a guide. The journey's where we grow, where our hearts collide. Oh, life's a journey, let's climb those hills. Through storms and struggles we find our thrills. Nothing sweeter than watching hearts rise, seeing people succeed with stars in their eyes. So take it slow, let the moment unfold. The joys in the journey, not just the goal. When you see someone shine in their dreams taking flight, it's a spark in the dark, it's a beacon of light. Every smile, every victory, big or small, lifts us up, reminds us we're connected through it all. Life's a journey, let's climb those hills. Through storms and struggles we find our thrills. Nothing sweeter than watching hearts rise, seeing people succeed with stars in their eyes. So take it slow, let the moment unfold. The joys in the journey, not just the gold. So here's to the travelers, the dreamers, the brave, to the hills that we conquer, the storms that we brave. Life's a journey, not a race to the end. With love and success, we'll keep rising, my friend.
I'm old school in my soul, with a fire in my chest, working hard every day, giving nothing but my best. Merit's what I stand for, no handouts, no free ride, building for the future with my sweat and my pride. Too many think this land owes them something for free, but I'm here to show them what it means to be me. For my kids and their kids, I'm setting a tone, a legacy of grit carved in steel and in stone. We're leaving a legacy for our children to see. Hard work and pride in the things we believe. No free rides, earn it, that's the American way. Show the next generation how to shine every day. I love this new world with its tech and its spark, but I'm rooted in values that light up the dark. Crafting things that last, serving with heart and with care, building a future where our kids can stand square. Some folks act entitled, think the world's in their debt, but we gotta teach them, show them how to sweat. With every job we do, every product we make, we're laying down a path for our children's sake. We're leaving a legacy for children to see. Hard work and pride in the things we believe. No free rides, earn it, that's the American way. Show the next generation how to shine every day. Planet's a gift, we gotta treat it with love. Build strong, build true, like a hand in a glove. Our kids are watching, learning from all that we do. Let's be the example, make their future ring true. From the tools in my hands to the services I give, I'm showing my children what it means to live. No leaning on systems weren't meant to sustain. Earn your place with honor through the joy and the pain. We're in exciting times, but the world's lost its way. So I'm working for tomorrow, for a brighter new day. For my grandkids' future, I'll stand tall and I'll strive. Keep the American spirit burning strong and alive. We're leaving a legacy for children to see. Hard work and pride in the things we believe. No free rides, earn it, that's the American way. Show the next generation how to shine every day. So here's to our children and their children to come, to the work and the pride that'll never go numb. Let's straighten up tall, be the light they can see. Build a world full of hope with our legacy.
An old man like me, with lines on my face, carries memories of youth in a soft, sacred place. My little girl with her long hair and grin, picking berries in the field where my heart would begin. She'd speak to the critters, so gentle and kind, tended wild things with love, left no soul behind. Her laughter was sunshine, the light of my day. My little girl's spirit still glows in that way. She's all grown up now, but she's still Daddy's girl. A beautiful woman with her own precious world. Picking berries with her kids fills my heart with such joy. She's a blessing in my life, my forever pride and joy. Now she's a grandma with a grandchild so bright, a grandson of her own running free in the light. I see her in the fields with a basket in hand, teaching love for the earth on this beautiful land. She's got that same sparkle, that tender sweet care for the wild things and family. She's always right there. The way she loves nature, the way she holds tight, she's living the values that make life feel right. She's all grown up now, but she's still Daddy's girl. A beautiful woman with her own precious world. Picking berries with her kids fills my heart with such joy. She's a blessing in my life, my forever pride and joy. Songs in the meadows to Killy's happy cries, I see my little girl and the love in their eyes. She's carrying forward the heart that we share, a legacy of kindness with roots everywhere. I'm an old man now, but my heart's full and strong, knowing she'll be around, keeping love all life long. She's a woman of grace with a family to guide, still my little girl with a heart so big inside. When I see her with berries, her kids by her side, it's like time hasn't passed and I'm swelling with pride. She's the light of my days and I know she'll endure, a blessing that's mine with a love that's so pure. She's all grown up now, but she's still Daddy's girl. A beautiful woman with her own precious world. Picking berries with her kids fills my heart with such joy. She's a blessing in my life, my forever pride and joy. So here's to my daughter, my heart's sweetest song, from a girl in the fields to a woman so strong. She's still Daddy's girl with her love for the land. A blessing forever, holding life in her hand.
Well, I wake up early, get to working at dawn. Got my boots in the mud and my coffee strong. I like the quiet, just the birds and the breeze, and the hum of my tools putting my mind at ease. But round about noon she comes walking in with a smile on her face and a tale to begin. I say, how was your day? And then brace for the ride, 'cause that woman's got stories stacked 10 miles wide. My wife is a chatterbox, Lord bless her soul. She could talk through a rainstorm, thunder and all. I love her dearly, she's my heart and my rock. But doggone it, that woman can talk. Ask her one question, get a chapter and verse, with detours and sidetracks for better or worse. We're both going deaf, so we talk even more, and I just smile while she paces the floor. I try to unwind with a movie at night, but just as the plot starts to get real tight, she'll lean in close and start whispering news about a friend of a friend and her cousin's new shoes. I nod and I listen, though I'm lost in the plot, 'cause the story she's telling has 10 different subplots. It's love, it's life, it's what makes her so real, even when I can't hear half of the spiel. Yeah, my wife is a chatterbox, and that's just fine. She's been telling me stories since '79. We've laughed, we've cried, we've been through a lot, and somehow that woman still loves to talk. She's the sound of my home and the beat of my day, even when I can't hear what she says anyway. We're both getting older, but the love never stops. Me and my sweetheart, the chatterbox. Sometimes I'll tease her, say just cut to the end. She'll laugh and say, well, you ask my friend. And though I roll my eyes and act like I'm through, truth is I love every word she says too. 'Cause my wife is a chatterbox, sweet as can be. Her voice is the soundtrack of home to me. She fills up the silence with stories and grace, and I wouldn't trade her for any quiet place. Yeah, she talks and she talks, and I wouldn't dare stop. She's my better half, my chatterbox.
Yo, step up. Young dreamers in the classroom scene. Marriage the vibe, it's the ultimate dream. No handouts here, gotta earn that crown. Brains and hustle lift you up from the ground. Teachers dropping knowledge, setting standards high. Every test you ace, you're reaching for the sky. From the books to the board, let your talent ignite. In a world that's fair, yo, you're ready to fight. Grind and shine, yeah, rise to the top. Merit's the key and we ain't gonna stop. Work hard, dream big, let your future blaze. Young kings and queens set the world ablaze. From the block to the campus, every kid's got a shot. No matter where you're from, bring the skills you got. Math, science, art, or a mic in your hand. Meritocracy's calling, make your own plan. Sweat for the win, let your passion explode. Every step you take, you're paving your road. No clout, no shortcuts, just a fire in your soul. Young legends in the making, taking full control. Grind and shine, yeah, rise to the top. Merit Merit's the key and we ain't gonna stop. Work hard, dream big, let your future blaze. Young kings and queens set the world ablaze. No ceilings, no limits, just an open stage. Turn the page, break the cage, let your heart engage. Every struggle's a lesson, every scar's a flex. Merit's the spark, what's coming up next? Future's in your hands, make it bold, make it loud. Stand tall, shine bright, make your people proud. Classrooms are fire where the real ones grow. Universities vibing where the big dreams flow. Your hustle's your ticket, your grind's your path. Build a world that's fair, make the future last. Next gen's rising with the tools to succeed. Merit's the movement, planting victory seed. So grab that pen, that mic, that goal and run. The world's yours, kid, go get it, you're the one. Grind and shine, yeah, rise to the top. Merit's the key and we ain't gonna stop. Work hard, dream big, let your future blaze. Young kings and queens set the world ablaze. Yo, young squad, hit a call, stand tall. Merit's the game, man, we're winning it all. From the school to the stars, let your story unfold. Grind and shine, yo, the future's gold.
Things went pretty well today. I think I already mentioned previously, got the bulk of the distribution tank, the area around it, the pipes exposed and all. I think that's pretty good for tomorrow. There'll be more that has to be done, and the pipes will have to be cut, the distribution tank be taken out. But my thought is getting things pumped out of here first will be beneficial, and I think we'll be able to get this all together tomorrow. The other thing is I use the Hulk, the Takeuchi TL12 V2 track loader, and I'll talk a little bit more about that in a moment, with the rock bucket, and the new rock bucket that I got. And boy, I was able to do a lot of sifting, gathering this material up that came out of here, and step by step sift some of it. Now it's not perfect. There's still some sticks and some rocks in there, but boy, that bucket worked extremely well. And so I'm actually feeling good about putting this material back in, a lot of the material back in there. Now I didn't get over to this side and get these rocks up at all, but considering how much root material, I didn't do over here, how much root material, pieces of concrete and rocks that were in there, boy, that really came out pretty darn well. Real happy with how this has turned out. I just don't want to put a whole bunch of rocks and roots back in to the hole here. So I've got some more here I've got to deal with and all. But trying to keep things as clean as possible. I'll probably put some sand in here after we get the distribution box done and everything set here. So in case I ever have to dig things up, when I get to the sand, I know I'm just about there. And then I'll take the rest of this material and go over it, because it won't have as many rocks in it. Yes, there'll be some rocks and some roots, but not nearly as much. So what made it work pretty well? So the Skid Pro rock bucket, really good design. It worked out extremely well for doing this. Although it's really designed for other, like the big rocks from when we take apart the stone walls and all. But it worked extremely well with this, and with all the roots and all, getting those separated. But I gotta say, probably if someone were to look for a skid steer or a track loader that can sift like I was able to do, because I'm not sure how well it's going to show up, but I would use the hydraulics to go up and down like this with the bucket. And that rapid shaking of the bucket was only possible because of the hydraulic system on this. And this day and age, more and more of skid steers and track loaders have their hydraulics. So your right hand side is the joystick that raises the arms of the loader up or decreases it, or goes ahead and tilts the bucket back or dumps the bucket out. By doing this back and forth, which you probably couldn't see too much of in the video. That allowed, with hydraulic over hydraulic control of the stick having hydraulic over hydraulic, it has an immediate redirection of the hydraulic flow within the cylinders, producing a shake-like action, which allowed things to really sort out. With, even though they're adjustable, the new electric over hydraulic, well, you have to slow things down and you aren't going to get the shaking ability. And I know that Takeuchi for years had always prided themselves on using the hydraulic over hydraulic, and that's what this machine is. But I believe that their new machines are coming out with electronic over hydraulics. And of course, one of the sales pitches that they'll give you is that it's adjustable. You can speed it up or slow it down, but there's nothing quite as fast as hydraulic over hydraulic. So just something to think about if you ever need to shake, rattle, and roll, or screen your soil. This worked extremely well. Really, really happy. Of course, there's going to be some rocks that get stuck in the bucket and all, but boy, I think that just saved me a whole bunch of material, moving a lot of material and all. So hopefully John will be by tomorrow. We'll be able to put this septic system back together. We'll be up and operational, having toilets at work and being able to use all of your water and drainage systems throughout the houses. Well, you get pretty accustomed to that being there, and when it's not there, it's an issue. So anyway, that's it for today's video, folks. Appreciate you watching and your comments, your suggestions, your thumbs up, and we really appreciate you being subscribed as well. Thanks so much for watching. Stay safe and take care. Bye-bye now.